Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about SSL certificates. We will understand what is an SSL certificate, why we need SSL certificate, and how we can secure our websites or secure our application using SSL certificate. We can create the SSL certificates and we can install it. That can be your application or that can be your static website or anything, so that your data will be encrypted and you will be secured or your website will be secured. Okay, so let's begin the video. So let me start by explaining what is an SSL certificate. So if you see the definition here, SSL certificates are what enable websites to use HTTPS, which is more secure than HTTP. Okay, so basically this is a certificate which generally gets issued by a certificate authority. You can take the example of Cloudflare or DigiCert or many certificate authority. You can take example of even GoDaddy. So these are certificate authorities which generally issue SSL certificates. Okay, they will charge you for that. If you request SSL certificate from them, they will charge something and issue an SSL certificate. Okay, so generally people call TLS also to this SSL, and generally they use this TLS term to call the SSL certificates as well. Okay, so if you requested your certificate authority to generate the SSL certificate, then they will ask you a CSR file. You will have to generate that from your virtual machine or a machine where you want to install that. Okay, once you provided CSR file to them, they will go ahead and issue the SSL certificate and they will share it back to you. Okay, so I will just walk you through the I have already created an SSL certificate in my previous video. I will just open that and I will walk you through that. Okay, so for SSL certificates, you will have to generally provide domain name to your certificate authority. Along with that, you will have to provide all the details like what is your organization, for which person this certificate is being issued, or if you have any associate subdomains you want to include, or anything else if you want to provide like issue date or expiry date, you will have to provide this. You can issue your certificates based on your, like you can issue it for 12 months, 24 months, whatever you want. Okay, so how this works generally in a SSL certificate, two keys will be there. One will be public key and private key. So browser will encrypt the data with public key and it will go ahead in the server and check if private key is matching with the public key. Then only that request will be able to connect. Okay, if the public key is not matching, request will not be able to connect, or your request will basically fail. Okay, so you can see this here as well, how this is getting encrypted and how authentication works. Okay, and how you can communicate with HTTPS with SSL certificates. Okay, HTTPS means your browser will connect with 443 port with the server, and if you are just using HTTP, your browser will connect with port 80 with the server. Okay, so how you will get to know that your website is secured or not, or if you want to see an SSL certificate of the website, you can just click on this button here and you can see a log symbol will be there where you can see connection is secure. If you click on it, you will see the certificate is valid and if you click on it, you will be able to see the certificate details as well. Okay, so this is the certificate common name for this website. Okay, we have seen this common name, how we can provide that when generating the SSL certificates in my previous key vault video. Okay, you will have to provide the organization unit, organization details, and other details as well to your certificate authority when you issuing this mm, SSL certificate. Okay, you will have to provide here expiry date and issue date, and here the certificates fingerprints are there. Okay, and here you can see the public key. So with this public key, browser will encrypt the data and send to the server. Okay, so this public key and private key should be matching for successfully authenticating with the server. Otherwise your request will fail and you will not be able to connect securely. If you click on details, you will see other details as well. Okay, if you see here, like if you want to see subject key ID, authority key ID, policies and all, you can see it from here. If you want to see public key, this is your public key. If you want to see certificate, this is my certificate. Okay, if you need any other details as well, you can see it from here. Okay, you can see the issuer details as well, like who has issued this certificate and everything from here. If you want to export this certificate and you want to just download this certificate, you can always click on export, and your this certificate will be installed, or you can download this directly in your machine. Okay, if your website has not, I mean if you have not installed SSL certificate to your website, if you just browse your website, it will come as not secure, and users will not click on your website if that is not secured. What is a self-signed certificate? If I have already explained this, what is self-signed certificate in my previous video. If you have not watched it, please go ahead and watch it. So generally, if you have created your own certificate, you can generally call that as self-signed certificate, and you should not be installing this in your production servers. Okay. Now let me open a SSL certificate which I had created it yesterday. If I click on it, this is my certificate. This is how you can install it in your machine. And let me right click on it and click on open. So here is my certificate. If you go to certificates in certificate manager, this is my certificate. If I click on it, I can see all the details related to my certificate. Certificate information. Since this is self-signed certificate, you can see this CA root or certificate is not trusted. Okay. So if you have a self-signed certificate, your certificate will not be trusted, and you will have to go ahead in the server and again install the certificate to be trusted. Otherwise, your website will not be working with 443 port from that server. You can see issued to, issued by, and you can see validity as well. Okay, if you want to install the certificate in your machine, you can simply click on install certificate and your certificate will be installed here in the Windows. If you need details, you can click on it and you can see all the details like which I was seeing on the Chrome website. Serial number, issuer, subject as well, public key, all the parameters. So this subject alternative name, this is very important. You will have to add all the domains or subdomains for which you want to issue this certificate. Okay, so if you want if you just provide star here, that means your certificate authority will issue a wildcard certificate. Then only you will have to add your subdomains inside this certificate. Okay, generally for wildcard certificate they charge little bit extra, and they will issue your certificate as well. You can see the certificate thumbprint here. Okay, from here if you want to copy this certificate into your machine, you can click on copy to file, and this will copy this certificate inside your machine. Okay, and if you click on certificate path, you can see what is your certificate path. Okay, so this is all about certificates, SSL certificates. For any website, if you want to view or see the SSL certificates, you will see HTTPS in the browser. Like, see, we have HTTPS here in this website. If it's HTTPS, it means this website is secure, and you will have to only connect to that website if that is secured. If you need to see the certificate details, you can click on it and you can see the certificates as well, if it is valid or not. Okay, so that's it from this video. We understand how we can, generally what is an SSL certificate, how this works, and how we, how we can copy the SSL certificates and how we can install it as well. Okay, so that's it from this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.